Okay, so welcome back to this fun series on unveiling the secrets too. And today I've got Sharon Vaness, transpersonal art therapist, back for part 2 of our conversation. And today, what I really want to be talking about is unveiling the secrets to what is manifestation really. So I'm going to hand it over. No, yeah, I'll hand it over to Sharon. Just for those that haven't listened to the last video, I haven't seen it yet, go and watch it. It's brilliant. Sharon, in a nutshell, who are you? What do you do?
Oh, you are dropping out a little bit. So in a nutshell,
Yep.
who am I and what do I do? So my name is Sharon Vaness, and I'm a transpersonal art therapist and holistic counselor. What is transpersonal art therapy? I did talk about that in the last session, so you'll have to go and watch it if you want to find out. But just briefly, transpersonal art therapy is looking beyond the persona, looking beyond the person. So trans is like, looking beyond. Person is the person. So looking beyond the person. So we work on techniques of working on your subconscious and unconscious to connect with what needs to be said, found, discovered, whatever it is for you that you need to work with. So
Yeah.
in a nutshell, that's what
That's
it is.
yeah. But please do go back and watch video 1 because we got into some very juicy topics in that video and our last videos.
Yeah.
I think there's like 6 of them.
Yeah, I give a little.
Go on.
Yeah, you've just got a little bit of a lag, so it's sort of like talking and then dropping. So sorry if I'm talking over the top of you.
That's all right.
Yeah, I get a little bit more into the transpersonal art therapy in video 1. So I don't want to talk too much about that today because I want to get into our next topic.
Oh,
yes.
yes.
Which I'm very excited about.
The secrets to manifestation, really. What is it really? I want to start this conversation by saying that I had a conversation with someone the other day, and they were saying how hard it is, cost of living, they're not making ends meet and all this stuff. And I thought, that is the current narrative that's out there. So I'm not saying it's not happening. I'm not saying prices haven't gone up. I'm not saying that people are having a hard time and struggling with what's going on out there. What I'm saying is this has become a common narrative. And what I'm finding is a lot of people are jumping on the bandwagon. And then once you jump on the bandwagon, you'll find that becomes your personal experience is lack of. Yeah. And my response was, but the money hasn't gone anywhere. It hasn't just disappeared off the face of the planet. It's still revolving around our planet. What has changed is what people are actually talking about. And I believe that what you talk about is, with the whole lack and everything else that's going on, it's adding to the consciousness of lack.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah, so I'm not disparaging anyone that's having a hard time. What I want to do is actually show you or talk about how to reframe this whole situation. And for me personally, I thrive in times like this. I really do. My business increases when everyone else is saying that they're, decreasing, they're seeing a lack, they can't make ends meet, whatever it is. Again, I have empathy and sympathy for everyone out there, but I have conscious awareness of what I say, and what I put out there is what I'm going to get back.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that's the thing is like, just manifesting or, whatever it might be that you call it, law of attraction, whatever it is, it's really like a very simple thing. It's whatever you want, you ask for, you get that. And if you ask for something bad, you're going to get that. That's really as simple as it gets. And yeah, I do agree with you. It is hard times at the moment, don't get me wrong, and some people are struggling, but is it because of their narrative?
Yes.
You know, at the moment, for example, I am renting a house and I'm building a house, so I'm paying rent and a mortgage.
Mm.
And, you know, people keep saying to me, oh, mortgages have gone up, you're not going to be able to afford it. And I'm like, actually, I'm affording it and rent. So, yeah, when I get my house, I'm actually going to be in a better position than what
Yeah.
I am right now, because I'm going
Yeah.
to be saving a bloody crap ton of money by not paying rent. But,
Yeah.
you know, I'm in that middle ground at the minute where I can't, you know, the house is not built and I need somewhere to live. So it's
Mm.
just that, you know, place of where we have to be right now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's interesting that people are saying that, oh, you won't be able to afford a mortgage. I'm like,
Yeah.
really? Well, I am affording it and I'm affording to rent a house at the same time. So I don't understand that concept. And, you know, yeah, it is tight, but it's being done easily.
Mm.
And I think that it is what you put out there
Mm.
is really what you get back. And I think it's the same with illness,
Yep.
uh, the whole, and not to put anybody down that has an illness,
Yeah.
but you know, if you talk about it a lot,
Yep.
I have this or I have that, your body really takes notice of that. And
Yes.
is it a case of, you know, I've heard of people who have cured themselves of
Yep.
illness because they've
Yep.
got a positive mindset. And you know, if you sit in the illness,
Mm.
I had a lady the other day that's got an illness, and she verbally out loud said, "Come on, God, give me some more. I can take it." And I was like,
Ooh,
"What?" I said,
wow. Yeah.
"Really?" I said, "Why
Yeah.
would you say something like that?" Um, and this lady is actually my age, and
Yeah.
but it's like she's 20 years older than me,
Mm.
because of her illness. And I was like, oh my goodness, you know, I I still act like I'm about 20, and some
Yeah.
days my bones say no. But you know, I won't let my age actually stop me. And you
Yeah.
know, I have a few things going on with me, but I'm like, I don't sit in that and say, oh, I
Mm.
can't do it
Mm.
because I've got this or I've got this. It's like, it's there. Okay, whatever. I'm
Mm.
going to get through that.
Mm.
So I think it's definitely a big mindset thing.
Yeah.
But that attraction of what you want, you know, really makes a big difference in your life, I
Oh,
think.
huge, huge. Your
Mm,
words are what is bringing that to you. And again, I'm not disparaging anyone going through illness or hard times whatsoever.
yes.
You know, because at
Yeah.
the end of the day, we're human. We're this divine, infinite soul that's residing in this limiting physical body.
Mm,
Yeah, what I find has happened recently is my ears have become very attuned to what people are saying, the words that they're saying,
yeah.
what they're saying, and it's when they attach the word my.
Yes.
So I
Yes.
had this client the other day, and he had this little white hard thing stuck to his arm, and I said, "Oh, what's that?" He said, "That's for my." Oops. He said, "That's for my diabetes," and I went, "Oh, okay." That's interesting that you would claim it so easily and so quickly. It's when they use the word my,
Mm,
yeah, that what I really want to talk about is, and again, it is about the manifestation, yes, and what is it really? Um, it's the words, it's the vibration of your words, and when you bring it down to a quantum level, your words have a frequency, they have a vibration, and it will draw into you that which matches that frequency, right?
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like when I try to explain to my clients, it's like you're operating on an AM frequency, but what you want is radiating up here on an FM frequency.
Mm, yeah.
Two will
Different.
never match,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I want to know from your perspective as an art therapist, how do you draw that out in people through the process of art therapy?
Mm. I think the biggest thing with that is awareness, is
Mm,
getting them to become aware of their words. And through the processes, I will ask amplifying questions. So it will then challenge them to say things or, you know, talk about their art. And you know, if you watch part 1, I do talk a lot about how I get them into that process. So we do some meditation, induction to connect in with that unconscious part of us, because our body knows, you know, our soul knows, you know, that internal part of us knows. And I was actually watching a really great show the other day with a guy called Stanislav Grof, who is like a transpersonal psychologist. And, you know, it's very, very interesting talking about like the body's electrical system. So like we all have like a house has an electrical system to make it run, you know, the electricity. Our body also has that. So it's plugging into those parts to bring out what it is we need to know. So it's tapping into the electrical system of us and who we are as humans, because we know the answer, but where do we plug in? Where do we get the information from? So it's almost like plugging in a television and just watching it. We can get the answer if we look. And that's where the transpersonal comes in. It's looking beyond the person, looking beyond that situation, like getting out of your head and out of that thinking of, you know, oh, I'm sick, or I've got no money, or this or that, or whatever it is that it is for you, and tapping into that inner wisdom, that inner knowledge of what is it that you need, what is it that you want, what is it that you need to help you to heal or help you to get through this blockage of, you know, money block or whatever it might be, personal block. Working with business people in particular, there's a lot of them talk about, oh, like I'm really struggling in business because I'm not making money. So we break down, okay, what are you doing? Oh, well, I'm not really doing anything. What's the block behind that? Oh, I feel like I'm really embarrassed. What are you embarrassed about? I don't know. What if you did know? Let's dig into that. And it's not even about them being embarrassed or whatever, people judging them, whatever. It's about something that happened, you know, years ago, that somebody said to them, you know, they were crap at speaking, so they won't get on and speak, or they won't talk to people. So it's tapping into that inner knowledge, that inner wisdom of what it is for that person, and what's that blockage for you.
Exactly. And that all comes back to, I'm trying to keep this as simple as I can and not let my brain waft off. You know how my brain can waft off into the nether regions. It does. It comes back to the concept of, what do you identify with? Right? Do you identify with your human, or do you identify more with your spirit self or the spirit world? Right, because,
and I think some of the things that we bring with us might not even be from this time. Like, I'm going to go a bit out there now. This is my belief. I don't know. It might be true. It might not be, but this is what my belief is that we can actually bring things from like past lives, like past existences. And is it something that we've brought with us, like a lack, or you know, why do some people struggle in life? Why do some people seem like they have it all, you know? And I have done a lot of work around this myself, lots of interesting revelations around this, from past history, not only just from my family history, because, you know, we have a lot of generational things that are brought through as well. And it could be, you know, intergenerational, that's brought through from ancestors past to us. And it's very interesting when you start like really looking into it, and a few of the things that come up for me, and I'm just like, oh, this really starts to make sense now. And what is it for me that I need to clear from that past to get it out of my existence so I can move forward in my lifetime successfully?
Yes. Correct. Yeah.
It's
That was
really
really, that was,
interesting.
yeah, I did speak on that topic. I think it was with Lorna. I haven't released
Yeah,
that video yet, but we did talk about bringing through the trauma of generations, not just what you're experiencing now, but I think a lot of it also has to do with just having the emotional intelligence and having the conscious awareness as well.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
That,
it.
yeah, that, and again, I come back to the point that yes, we do live in this physical space and it's very dense and very heavy, but we also bring with us such infinite wisdom and knowledge and the infinite supply stream as well.
Yes,
Right. So
yeah, it's
we think
all there.
it's all there. You just have to have conscious awareness of who you are in the whole scheme of things.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
exactly.
I don't believe in this concept of lack. I grew up in that mindset. Well,
Oh, same.
we had nothing. We were poor. We didn't know we
Yeah.
were poor, but we were. Looking back on it, we were immigrants
Mm,
into Australia. We were poor. So I grew
yeah.
up with that mindset. But once you have a conscious awareness of what that actually is, you can do something about it. You can change it. You can move it. You
Mm,
can reframe it. You can heal from it.
yeah, exactly. I know I've got a very funny story, and I actually
I'll
just told
tell.
this on the weekend. It's hilarious.
Tell.
So I grew up with my mum and dad, but also my nan and pop. And
Mm,
my nan and pop grew up in the Depression.
mm,
So everything was about
mm.
saving things because you might need them, right?
Yeah.
So we had everything, there millions of things, like this huge shed with like little containers with screws and nails in them. What the frick were we ever going to do with those?
Yeah.
And when you eat ice cream, you have your ice cream container. My nan used to wash them out, peel all the
Yeah.
stickers off and put them in a cupboard. And we had this cupboard full of ice cream containers.
No ice cream.
I don't know. I don't know. No, just because you might need the
Yeah.
container.
Yeah.
Anyway, when I first moved out of home after, when I grew up and became an adult and moved out, I too used to eat the ice cream and save them. And then
Yeah.
I had this cupboard full of ice cream containers.
Yeah.
And one day I said to my mum, what do we do with these ice cream containers, mum? She goes, we just keep them in case you need to put stuff in them. I'm like, what the fuck am I going to put in them? Like, what am I putting in these containers? Like, of them. No. Then she goes, I don't know. I just used to collect them because Nan used to collect
Yeah,
them.
that's right. That's
She used to
right.
collect them for just in case we needed to put shit in it. Like, what shit are we putting
That's
in it?
right.
So now I throw the containers out after I've eaten the ice cream into the recycle bin. And I'm
Yeah.
like, it's like that generational
Yeah.
learning. And,
Yeah.
from that, I used to really just hoard a lot of stuff, not to the point
Mm,
that I was a hoarder, but
mm,
I was like, I found it hard to let
mm,
things go. And it was like, I might need that. So
mm.
I had that the conscious thought of I might need that, but I didn't
Yeah.
know unconsciously where it came from.
Yeah.
And it came from that
Yeah.
learning that I had as a child of like, you have to
Yeah.
keep everything because you might need it one day.
Yeah.
And that is a real lack
Yeah.
because everything you need is right there.
That's right. That's
And still I catch myself now doing it. I'll just keep that because I might use that. And I'm like, stop it, Sharon. Just throw it away already, right? Like clothes. I keep clothes. I'm a sucker for clothes. But the other day I'm like, let's face it, size 11 jeans, I am not going to fit into those anytime in the next 10
right.
years, right?
Yeah.
Give them to somebody that can wear them.
Yeah.
Seriously,
Yeah.
woman. you
That's
know?
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. It's all
So,
mindset. At the end of the day, this is just mindset. And
mm,
I talk a lot about the Hermetic principles, which is, oh my God, my favorite thing to talk about, which encompasses so many secrets of the universe. And principle number
mm,
one is the all is mind, and the mind, hang on, the all is mind, the mind is the universe. It all stems from a
mm,
thought. Everything stems from a
yeah,
thought. And
yeah,
unfortunately, we're living in an age where there's so much information out there. And the narrative for me, again, having conscious awareness, and being able to see what's actually going on, is that the initial seed, the initial thought is planted by the media, social media
Yes.
out there, and then everyone gets on board and goes, oh my God, did you hear? Did you hear? And then it becomes a tsunami. So the all is mind, the universe is mental. It starts with vibration of thought. And it's so powerful right now, which is why we're seeing such an increase, such an advance in our timelines, is that it's so powerful right now. I don't know about you, Sharon. I'm sure you're the same. You no sooner think about something and poof, it's there.
Boom, it's there.
Boom, it's
And
there.
I love it. I use
Yeah.
it to my advantage.
Oh, so
It's
do
like,
I.
I need this, doink, in
That's
about 1
it.
or 2
That's
days,
it.
it's
It's done.
there.
It's there. I
It's
know. I
done.
wake up when I wake up in the morning, my first thought is, great, what do I want to experience today and how many clients do I want? Do I want one? Because my life doesn't revolve around work anymore and it never will again.
Yes.
Yeah, I want one or two. Which clients do you want? Okay, I want high-end clients. Thank you very much. And I leave it. And within a couple of minutes, I'm getting messages and phone calls. Right. And I go,
Yeah.
yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
It's now become an expectation of mine. It's no longer a, oh dear God, I will kneel on my knees on broken glass for this to happen. No, it's become second nature now.
And I
And
think when you sort of let go of that,
yeah,
oh my God, I've got no clients. Oh my God, I'm not going to have money. Oh my God, this, that, whatever. That's when that doesn't happen. Now I don't even think about it.
yeah,
It's just like, I will have enough money this week to pay all my bills,
yep,
have money in the bank, do this, do that, whatever,
yep,
whatever. You know, I went today, I've just finished at my retreat, and
yep,
my early client cancelled, and I was like, sweet, I can stay here a bit longer. I did shopping. You know, we had a beautiful walk around, went to the Kiama blowhole, which was amazing. And I was like, this is the life, right?
yeah,
This
it
is
is.
the life.
It is.
And,
Yeah.
you know, it's like there's no lack in that.
No, there's no. And that is what's not being talked about. This, you know, just before I got onto this video with you, I got the drop in my spirit or my heart.
Yeah.
I need to do a YouTube live just to talk about this stuff, because this conversation isn't getting out there as quickly as the other conversation, right? Is there no such thing as lack? It hasn't gone anywhere. That money has not gone, it hasn't disappeared, it hasn't gone anywhere. But the way that we're asking for it has changed. The way that we're seeing it has changed. The way that we're feeling it has changed.
Yeah, that's it. I had this conversation actually with my brother the other day. And, you know, he said, oh, are you struggling? And I'm like, no, got more money now than what I've ever had in bloody years. And he's like, really? Because the world's still going.
Yeah.
The world is still revolving. Like, it doesn't stop. If there's a recession, it doesn't stop.
No.
We still work. We still get paid every week. Yeah, sure, interest rates have gone up. Things are a little bit more expensive, but it's not like recession doesn't mean you don't have anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, recession is not depression.
No.
That was a very different world altogether. Recession is not depression. It's a different way, and we'll come out of it. It's like a wave, right? We just have to ride that wave. It's been there before.
Yeah, it's been there many
you know,
times. Yeah.
In the 90s, I worked in real estate. Interest rates were 18 and 19%.
That's when
people were still buying and selling houses.
That's when we bought our first home. We were paying 18% interest, and it was nothing at all. But people today don't understand that.
You still had to pay it. Like, it was just a fact of life. You know, we were in depression, but you did it or you didn't. And it was like a wave, and then it all came down, and those people would have been cheering.
Exactly. That's exactly right. I think the one takeaway that I want people to take away from this today is, when you go to the petrol station, and I mean, I don't know what petrol prices are in Sydney at the moment. They're close to $2 a litre. Down here. Okay, so it's the same. I fill up my car, costs about $80, $90 now, and I walk away and go, thank you that I have the means to do this. Not, God damn it, petrol prices have gone up again. I'm not adding the narrative. It's like, thank you, I can pay for my groceries. Thank you, I can do this. Thank you, I don't have to work 50 hours a week. So you put that out there into
Yes.
the universe or the ether, whatever you want to call it. So if you want to take away one little thing today, change what you speak, change what
Yeah.
you say. Thank
Yeah. And imagine if everybody in the world at a
everyone,
given day did
everyone.
that.
Yeah, just in one split second, it would change the trajectory of the world. It literally
Yeah.
will. If we can just change the mindset of one generation, it would change
Mm,
before them or after them as well. Yeah, it's like,
yeah.
God, I got the money to put petrol in my car.
Exactly.
God, I've got money to
Exactly.
go to the yeah, I don't live lavishly. I don't buy, $50 a kilo steaks, things like that. That's
Yeah.
fine because I don't eat it anyway, but that's beside the point. The thing is,
Yeah.
I do not jump on that bandwagon of the narrative of lack.
Yes. Yeah.
That
That's right.
is the meaning of manifestation. I hate that word. You know how much I hate that word,
Yeah.
Sharon. It's like,
Yeah. I do.
bring it in, call in what's yours. It's your inheritance anyway. Bring it in, call it in, speak
Mm,
to it, call it in.
yeah.
It's yours.
Yeah. And
It's
just
yours.
and just changing your
Yeah.
words like just a
Just a
tiny, tiny
yes,
bit,
yes, yes,
it can make such a big
yes.
difference, like
Huge,
massive difference.
huge
Yeah.
difference. I know. I was just going to say that is stop calling it my.
Yes.
Calling it my illness. It's not. It's not your.
Yeah.
It's not. So
Yeah. That's it.
stop laying claim to this stuff. Lay
Yeah.
claim to your health, my
Yes.
health.
That's it.
Yeah. So you're right. It's
Exactly.
changing the wording, but changing it ever so slightly will change the vibration, will change the meaning as well.
Mm. Yeah. 100%.
Oh my gosh,
And
this has
and
been juicy.
a challenge, right? Just ask for
Yeah.
something amazing. I
Yeah.
mean, don't ask for $1 million or a mansion on a hill because you probably won't get that, but then you might win lotto and you could. I don't know. But, just make it small things. If you've got a business, ask for a new client, or if
Yeah.
you've got, anything
Yeah.
like
But then
whatever it might be.
ask for it and then step away.
Yeah.
Step
And then
away.
just
Don't
see what
think about it.
happens. That's it.
Yeah, don't add your 2 cents worth. Don't add your worry to it. Step away. It's like this is what I
Mm,
need. Thank you. Thank you that it's
mm.
happening. Thank you.
Exactly. And I know just over the weekend, as I said, I've been
Mm,
in this beautiful retreat with some
mm,
people, six wonderful people, barely working. Like I mean, I was facilitating it, but
yeah,
I was barely working.
yeah,
But over that weekend, 3 new clients came through my
yeah,
inbox.
yeah.
So it's like I'm not doing like I'm not hard working. Do you know what I mean? It's
Mm,
like
mm.
because I just allow it to happen, it just comes to me.
Yes,
It's like an opening. I've just allowed it to come to me in
yes,
its own divine time, and it just does just when I need it.
yeah.
I
Because you've
don't
done
worry
the work,
about it
but
anymore.
you've also done the work as well. Because I've known you now.
Oh,
I've known you now for what? Gosh, 18 years or whatever.
yeah,
You've done
yes.
the work.
Oh, massive amounts, like
Yeah,
massive,
massive amount.
massive.
So you've created the clear channel.
Yes, yeah,
But
100%.
now times right now, you don't have to do 20 years of hard work.
Exactly.
It's not necessary anymore.
Exactly. Exactly. And then, if I want to take time out, it's like, yep, I can do that
Yeah.
because things will still keep going while
Yeah.
I'm taking that time out. Like this weekend, 3 new clients while
Yeah.
I'm away for a weekend because I've just opened that up to just come to me naturally now.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm trying hard. I
No.
do work. Don't get me wrong. I do
Yeah.
work in
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
background. It's not like I just sit back and, drink pina coladas by the pool, which
Oh,
that'd
why
be really
not?
cool. But you still have to work. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong there. You've still got to do work, but
Yeah.
it's like um there's no lack in the work. It's like just doing the work that needs to be done to get that message out there for
Yeah.
those people to find
Yeah.
you. And that's it.
And what is yours will find you anyway. That is, for me, that
Exactly.
was the biggest aha where I didn't have to hustle anymore. because I realized,
Yes.
again, conscious awareness of the truth is that what's mine will find me.
Yeah,
I don't have to worry
exactly.
anymore. What if it's mine? It will find me.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. And that's the magic of it.
yeah,
Like, it's
exactly.
beautiful.
Yeah, exactly. So, Sharon,
Mm,
we're coming to the end, and we need to continue this conversation because that was juicy. And I want to put a
I love
disclaimer.
it.
I want to put a disclaimer just at the end here is that if we offended anyone, if you are going through a hard time, we totally understand. Please reach out. Please reach out to either Sharon or myself and let us help you get clarity on why there is lack.
Mm, yeah,
Reach out.
absolutely. Yeah, I
Let's
love it.
let's do part two, okay?
Absolutely. I love
Love
it.
it. I love your face.
Love yours.
Bye, mate.
Bye.